Alright guys, if you're somebody who struggles with your chipping, today I'm going to show you a simple basic technique that you can use if you're the weekend warrior or if you're just a beginner or intermediate player that's looking to increase his chipping performance. It's going to be called the hinge and hold, and it's going to be very basic, and I'm going to show you first how to use the technique in a very simple manner, and then I'm going to show you how you can manipulate your ball position to change your trajectory on the shot. So let's take a look at it. So a great technique that you can use if you're a recreational golfer and the weekend warrior that has to work 5 days a week and come out here on the weekends and wants to chip really well. I would say the gold standard for chipping as far as the method would be the hinge and hold method. So a very basic chip shot that you can use is you can put the ball off the back of your stance. I usually like to put the ball right off my big toe and my back foot. I line up to it. I get a little bit of forward shaft lean on the ball, and what I do is I take it back and I cock my wrist about halfway up, and then as I come into the ball I hold this L position coming through the ball. So it looks kind of something like this. Hinge it up, hold it down. And if you do that, your chipping should improve, and you should start seeing some lower scores out there. So once you get the hinge and hold method down, the next thing you can do is start moving the ball position around to try and control your trajectory. So what I like to do is, for a low trajectory shot, I like to put the ball on the back of my stance, just off my big toe, my back foot. I set up, forward shaft lean, just like I said before, hinge it up, hold. And that ball will come out really low, usually with a little bit of check. For the second one, I like to put the ball in the middle of the stance, and this will give me like a mid-traj with the same hinge and hold method. So I put the ball in the middle of my stance, line up, a little bit of forward shaft lean, hinge, hold. And that's perfect. That comes out in a mid-trajectory shot. And if you want a high trad shot, you put the ball off your front side, just off your big toe. I try to put a little bit of forward shaft lean on, just like in the last one. And I take it back, hinge, hold. And that ball comes out with a high trajectory shot. The other thing I was going to mention is, if you're a recreational player or you're just coming out on the weekends with your buddies, try and use just one wedge for all your chip shots. You can pick your 56 or your 60, it doesn't matter, but stick with one and try to master the trajectory with just one wedge. Most guys that are playing, or recreational players, they don't have time to go through 3 or 4 wedges in their bag and learn every single shot with each wedge. So my advice is to stick with one wedge and just move the ball position around and learn to keep your trajectory low, medium, and high based on your ball position. So that's it for today, guys. Just a quick reminder, get that hinge and hold technique down, cock it back up at the top, and hold it down through the shot. In doing that, you will gain consistency on how the ball comes out off the turf. So use the hinge and hold technique. It's a really good technique. Stick with one wedge. You don't have to go through multiple wedges. You can either use a 56, a 55, or a 60 degree, whatever you want. But I would recommend any of those 3, and practice with one wedge. It'll be the most versatile for you as a beginning player, an intermediate player, or if you're just a recreational player just looking to have some fun. You'll see big improvements in your chipping when you go out and play. I hope that helps you, and we'll see you next time.